As I mentioned earlier, mobile is a key component of your digital asset portfolio. Mobile should not be an afterthought in UX or any other digital effort. It should be prioritized in all phases: strategy, design, and implementation. In fact, we encourage advertisers and marketers to adopt a mobile-first strategy. This means that we should create mobile user experiences first and then adapt these for the web instead of the other way around, which is what we used to do. Designing this way has its advantages since the principles of good mobile UX work just as well on full websites. They include simple designs, linear interfaces, and clear buttons and features. Mobile first also makes you focus on deciding which content is most essential. Mobile UX is not without its challenges, though. In mobile, we have more device variation. It's not just phones, which vary a lot in and of themselves, but tablets, game consoles, and the like. We also have to consider the users. Mobile users are using mobile sites differently than laptop or desktop users are using those sites. And then the device limitations also need to be taken into consideration. We have smaller screens, difficult inputs with touchscreen keyboards, slow connection speeds, and slow OS or hardware. We will discuss this more in the web development and design lecture, but for now, we just need to know that there are three main approaches to creating content accessible in a mobile environment. The first is the mobile website, also called mobile sites. Then we have native and web applications, which we commonly refer to as apps. And finally, we have websites that automatically adapt to the device, which are responsive websites. How do we design for mobile then? Let's look at some core principles for mobile UX. First, simplify, simplify, simplify. Show information only when it's needed. While you should make sure that you're providing all of the information that the desktop site has, you have to present it in a format that is more mobile friendly. Think about the Weather Channel examples that we looked at in the last lecture. The information was the same but presented in a different way on the mobile screenshots than you saw on the desktop version. Next, reduce your loading time by keeping content and actions on the same page. Don't make users switch between pages to do an action after reading the content. This helps us make sure that we have better performance as there are fewer page loads between that content and action. Encourage exploration. Users like to browse and explore, particularly on touch screens. This gives the user the feeling of being in control. Give feedback. Make sure that it is clear when the user has completed an action. You can use animations or other visual cues to accomplish this. Communicate consistently. You need to deliver the same message across all of your touchpoints, including your digital touchpoints. So you should use the same icons on the website as you would on the app. This prevents users from having to learn how to interact with you each time they interact with a new digital asset. And then predict what your user wants. This will come from usability research and watching what your users do, and then you can arrange things in your mobile UX to accommodate.